Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Jeremy Scheib. Good morning.
Good to have you along. It's 62 degrees outside. Lots of cloud cover up there this morning. A chance of some rain this morning. And as we go through the rest of this week, we have some chances of some more moisture. That would time out just about right. Hope you folks are having a great day. We have a busy day for you here on the Breakfast Show. Guests coming in as usual, and lots of things to tell you about. Chances to get registered for the Dave promo, which is ending on Friday. So your chances to get registered are diminishing, and we'll give you as many chances as we can today between all the activities we have to call in during a song and get your name in and get ready to hopefully have your lawn manicured by yours truly.
Yeah, essentially, if you haven't gotten in yet, you have 4 opportunities. One sign up per show, please, because of the popularity we realized last week. Some people weren't able to get their phone calls in during some shows. Some of you are very good at dialing the phone, better than I am, and you're getting in several times. So kind of switched up things halfway through, but I think it's gone well.
Yeah, we're having fun, and I've had a lot of conversations with people when we've been out and about it. So it's been a very successful promotion that kind of evolved from some neighborhood activities. Speaking of which, it's pretty quiet over at Brent's place. He's right across the street, catty corner, and he's a neighbor, and just haven't seen a lot going on. I imagine he was watching the College World Series and so forth, but I understand that he needed to get away from the breakfast show for a while, and I guess I don't understand that. I get up every morning, can't wait to get on the breakfast show, and I think Brent generally enjoys it, but he needed some time away.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, just a break. Even when you love your job, sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah.
I think he probably enjoyed the College World Series. Did you watch any of that last night? I didn't get a chance to, but just looking at the score from Game 2 to Game 3 is amazing how LSU was able to rally for Game 3 like that.
Yeah, the really funny part about that was all the games at the World Series, College World Series this year, up until night before last and last night, were very close contests within a couple runs and tight games like 4-2 and 3-1 and those sorts of things. It was very, very defense oriented, and there weren't a lot of home runs. And then all of a sudden things broke loose. The wind changed, and the whole atmosphere changed as far as the type of games that were being played. And Florida won by 20 runs the game before, and you'd think that would crush a team that they couldn't come back, but LSU did. So
yeah,
it's in the books for this year. Really fun to watch all the things that are going on there in Omaha due to the World Series. I mean, that big old field and stands, they have some activities in that park throughout the summer and throughout the year, but it's never full like that. And so it's fun to see it filled up. If Nebraska ever makes it to the College World Series, there won't be enough seats.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be insane. I think Nebraska, they usually choose one team during the College World Series to kind of take under their wing, and they consider them to be their team during the World Series. And looked like it was LSU. Nicole had a couple of family members that were at the game last night, and they said this is like a Nebraska home game for LSU. Everyone's rallying for them, and said it was a lot of fun.
It was lively. The crowd was very lively and having a good time. So that is concluded, but we have plenty of baseball coming up here in Central Nebraska and softball. I know you had a story on today about game schedule, upcoming games, and there will be games in the ballpark tonight at Paul Brown Field, weather permitting. So take them in. Doubleheader for you, juniors and seniors, and I think they start around 5:30 or so today. So.
Yeah, and between the games of the juniors and seniors, they'll be saluting the girls golf team for Broken Bow that won the state championship this past year. So that'll be cool to take in too.
Yeah, they're trying to have something between games off and on throughout the season, and it's been a lot of fun. And they have a great concession stand there, so you don't even need to go home and eat. If If you want to just go to the game and have a hot dog, their hamburgers are really good. I had one on Sunday, and that's fundraiser for them too. Cost to get into the game is very, very reasonable, and there's a couple of very hardworking young men that are there almost every time you go in. Hats off to them. I'm sure they volunteer their time, and they're a kick to talk to when you come into the game. So thank you guys, appreciate it very much. I was going to mention that yesterday. The one young guy says, "Hey, why don't you send a shout out on the radio to us?" And so there you go, guys. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. All right, I don't know that we have. I couldn't find. I don't know whether Brent has those somewhere or we ran out of trivia questions. We're going to have to think of something here today.
Usually they're just right on top if they are around. So I think we're out. I can check.
I already did.
Oh,
Jeremy.
they're not poked in a folder anymore.
No, and I don't know whether Joan emails those to me. And
I think we might be out.
Yeah, don't tell her that. She'll freak out. And she'll say, "Dave, what'd you do with my trivia questions?" Then we're going to have a fight.
She puts a lot of work into these, Daves. I would understand her frustration. I know you don't want to hear that, but
I know.
I'm kind of with Joan on this one.
I'm in the hot seat.
I don't know. She keeps the billing for Dave's knife sharpening and lawn mowing, too. So she keeps sharp track of things like this.
Well, and I'd pay her if Brent would pay me. But, he's on sabbatical.
Yeah.
He hasn't paid his bill yet.
Maybe that was how he got back at you. He took the trivia questions with him.
Maybe. I don't know.
Should I just find a random trivia question?
Yeah, whenever.
For today?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have time here. It's Tumbleweed Day today, and we can talk about that a little bit. The Tumbleweed have changed up things out to the Tumbleweed, and it's really went well. They've shortened up the day a little bit, but they offer drive-through goodies. We'll talk about it again later, but if you're hungry right now for a breakfast and you don't have the time to go in and sit down at a restaurant like the Tumbleweed and you're on the go, just pull through. They have the breakfast burritos and breakfast sandwiches and all sorts of good things that you can just order, and they'll have it ready for you, and you just pull up at their drive-up and get your breakfast this morning. That's really going good. They're delicious. And you can also do that in the afternoons. After 4 o'clock, the cafe itself closes, the restaurant, but they still have the drive-through going for a couple hours where you can pull up and pick up really delicious casseroles and all sorts of creations that you just take home and heat up. So another way to kind of make your day just a little bit stressful is to pull up and get your breakfast or pull up and get your evening meal. And you can use the drive-through anytime at the Tumbleweed. If you want to call ahead and order a cheeseburger and fries, you can do that as well. That's open throughout the times that they're open for their cook to work up for you there. But the pre-cooked things, they're ready to go for you from 4 to 6 in the evening. So lots of different options there. You can walk in during the day and enjoy being served, and you can have breakfast anytime. Don't forget about their Sunday buffet as well at the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. All right, here's Jeremy with the trivia question.
All right, we're going to give this a shot. I came up with this in just a couple of minutes, so be patient with me. Who is generally considered the inventor of the motor car? Is it A, Henry Ford, B, Carl Benz, or C, Henry M. Leland? We're giving you 3 choices. We're looking for who is generally considered the inventor of the motor car. Be careful with this one. Give us a call, 872-2801.
Go and enjoy delicious home-style food and dine at the Tumbleweed Cafe from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. Or if you're on the go, swing through the drive-thru. In the morning, grab hot and fresh breakfast items. Need a dinner for the family at home, but don't have the time to make it yourself? Breakfast casseroles, Reuben casseroles, chicken pot pies, lasagna, enchiladas, fresh bread, and more are ready to go home with you to pop in the oven from the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow.
And we have a caller on the line. Didn't get a chance to talk to them ahead of time, so let's find out who we have on the phone. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Catherine.
Catherine, how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Did you look into that fake chicken thing yet?
No, No, I think they're just trying to feed us a bunch of
chicken feed?
non-healthy foods.
I thought you'd have an opinion on it, Catherine, but all right, let's see if we can get you something to eat out at the Tumbleweed. Jeremy has a question. It's a little tricky, but here's Jeremy with the question.
All right, Catherine, who is generally considered the inventor of the motor car? Is it A, Henry Ford, B, Carl Benz, or C, Henry M. Leland?
Henry and Leland.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's
okay.
It's Carl Benz.
Carl Benz.
Who I've ironically actually never heard of. I know that everyone knew it wasn't Henry Ford, but the other two was tricky.
Yeah. Catherine, since you're such a nice young lady and you like chickens and you know how to raise chickens, we're going to give you the Tumbleweed meal anyway, okay?
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And they've got real chicken out there.
Yeah, they don't use the fake stuff at Tumbleweed.
Yeah, I like their chicken fried steaks is what I like.
Oh, those are good.
Yes.
They're really good. They're really good. Well, have a super good day and come see us when you can.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You bet. Take care. That was a tricky one. I think it's on the History Channel or one of those type of channels where they have shows about inventors and entrepreneurs and so forth. And they had one on a while back about the invention of the automobile. And it was pretty interesting because there's a whole storyline before Henry Ford really gets going. It was very competitive, and they were kind of stealing each other's ideas, and that's how it goes in the invention business. But yeah, Henry probably was the most known for starting the assembly line and mass producing cars, but there were other cars being built before that, and I guess Benz was one of those.
Yeah.
A lot of custom cars being built.
Yeah, one-off cars.
Yeah.
With just one singular car, the assembly line, just kind of was what made Ford popular.
Yeah. All right. Did I tell you yesterday? I don't remember for sure because I'm still upset about Brent Apperson needing time off from the breakfast show. For whatever reason, I don't know. But anyway, I did want to mention again that Brad Atkins over in Arnold is buying you a coffee at Brewbaker's. Now, all you got to do is go into Brewbaker's in Arnold and say, I heard on the breakfast show on KCNI, KBBN radio, that Brad Atkins is buying me a cup of coffee.
Brad told you this?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just a rumor I heard. And I'm sure Brad will pull through on this. I trust him.
Okay.
He's a good guy. And I heard something through the grapevine that he was going to put some money towards a shotgun shell for Dave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. One singular one,
I think,
huh?
well, probably only, it's a scatter gun. You don't have to be a real good shot.
That's true. That is true. Just maintain your distance.
Yeah. But gosh, guys, go in there and have yourself a cup of coffee on Brad. He's such a nice guy. He'd love to buy you a cup of coffee, and just tell him again you heard it on the breakfast show.
There you go.
Also in Arnold is A1 Auto Repair, and they have an ad running right now that is very pertinent to what's going on. We're all getting ready to travel, and A1 in Arnold is offering a free summer inspection for your vehicle, so to make sure that it's road ready. And nothing worse than going on vacation and having it spoiled by a major breakdown or a small breakdown even out on the road. It can be very inconvenient. And also nothing more frustrating than getting halfway to Arizona and having your air conditioner not do its job and run out of Freon and malfunction. Next thing you know, you're doing it the old-fashioned way, going down the highway with your windows down, being blown all around and being hot and miserable, and the kids are a little bit wild in the back, and the story could go on and on. The air conditioner in a car, we've come over the years to be very used to, and when it's not working, it makes travel difficult. So A1 does service air conditioners in automobiles, and not everybody does that anymore because they're a little more complicated than they used to be, but not for A1 Auto. Take your car in and have it checked out before you travel this summer, and they'll do anything from an old Ford pickup to a brand new car, and they have this inspection. Now, it's nice if you call ahead, so call them at 308-848-2542, 308-848-2542, and set up an appointment to have that free inspection conducted at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold at their new location, which is 110 East 7th Avenue in Broken Bow, out as you would head to the Arnold Park or going to Gothenburg on the highway there.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about the 4th of July specials going on at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. They wish everyone a happy and safe 4th of July. And in fact, they've got so many deals going on. They've got a special 4th of July ad that is happening right now. 80% lean ground beef if you've got a crew to feed. Fresh 10-pound tubes, $3.28 a pound. That is ground fresh daily. Put some Italian sausage or brats on the grill from Johnsonville. Those are $4.48 per package. Red ripe strawberries, always good for the 4th of July, 2 for $4 in a 1-pound package. Whole red ripe watermelons, slice those up, put them in a bowl, put them on ice, and serve them to your friends and family. $4.98 each for those whole watermelons. Best choice buns, $1.48 in hamburger or hot dog. If you need King's for charcoal, $8.98 for a charcoal bag. Hey, 4th of July, really good time to have s'mores. Best choice graham crackers are $2.98. Hershey's chocolate bars to go with them, $4.88. Marie Callender whole pie is $5.98. The whipped topping for the top of them, 2 for $3. Other great desserts to enjoy on the 4th of July. Father's Table cheesecake, those are $10.98. Frosted sugar cookies, those are a 12-count package for $5.98. And that's just a few of the 4th of July deals going on. Oh, you got to have beans for your 4th of July meal, too. Bush's Best Baked Beans, those big cans that really stick out on the shelf, 2 for $4 there. And Miracle Whip. Are you a Miracle Whip or a mayo guy? Or are you one of those people that says, what's the difference? Because I might just join Brent if you're one of those people. I just have to leave the show.
No, there's a difference.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Most often use Miracle Whip.
Really?
I think so. Well, I'd have to ask my wife. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Which use? I think
you just can't beat just the traditional mayo. Miracle Whip will ruin a sandwich, in my humble opinion. For my taste buds, anyway.
I think Joan uses mayonnaise now that I think about it, but it wouldn't matter to me as long as it moistens it.
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal,
yeah.
I guess. But Miracle Whip, $5.48 at the Grocery Cart for their 4th of July special.
A couple things here we should let you know. It's National Bingo Day today, a very popular game. I'm surprised. This was invented in 1929. I thought bingo was probably older than that. It was invented by a toy maker in 1929 in Atlanta, and he got the idea from kids playing a game called Beano, which used dry beans instead of numbered balls. One of the kids accidentally yelled bingo, and the name stuck, and now Beano is the name for a pill.
Yeah, it is.
It has a whole nother description.
That's the first thing I thought of when you said that.
We won't go there. This is also National PTSD Awareness Day, recognizing the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder. About 20% of American adults have experienced some kind of traumatic event, and evidently that's what Brent has. But all kidding aside, it's very serious. 20% of the folks out there have dealt with that or are dealing with it. And let's see, also National Sunglasses Day.
Oh, nice. We should have worn our sunglasses today.
Well, it's not just to look cool. Eye doctors say wear your sunglasses, especially ones that are quality, that have the UV filters on them so that you can keep that sunlight out of your eyes. And you'll look cool, but you'll also be saving your eyes a bit.
Yeah.
And it's also Happy Birthday to You Day. I don't know if this will work or not, but there we go. celebrating the song that everyone hates to sing, but mumbles through it anyway. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Happy Birthday is the most recognized song in the English language.
You know what I hate worse than singing it? Having it sung to me.
I agree.
What do I do with my hands? You know?
I know. It's embarrassing. So if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating with Bruce Johnson, singer-songwriter for the Beach Boys, and Tobey Maguire, age 48, who played Spider-Man and starred in the films Seabiscuit, The Great Gatsby, and Pleasantville, amongst others. Happy birthday to you all.
With me.
Ice cream bucket.
Yeah, it was just as a small ice cream bucket.
Kind of be ready.
Yeah, because whatever, and I get in there and they go, well, you're just fine, but your friend there's a little pale.
Oh,
Yes.
oh. Logan. I don't know where you
The
get
strength
those.
is the lead up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always the strength for Logan. The jokes are never really all that good, but that's a lead in.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Works well.
he leads you into the story.
But I'm here now.
You're here. You're good.
I'm good.
Where's your pail?
I had to leave it at the doctor.
Oh.
They had to run some tests.
That's true. Yeah.
Run some tests on it.
Yeah.
See why it was so pale.
Yep, see why it was a little pale.
Okay.
So how's your garden doing, Dave?
Really good. I haven't had to do anything to it.
Well, good.
So I left all the rye stubble in there, and there's a few weeds peeking through, and you know what? I just go by with my weed eater and buzz them off when I'm trimming it.
Do you charge yourself for that service?
No, that's gratuities.
It's a write-off, right?
Yeah, just a few. No, the weeds are staying away. It's working great. Yeah.
To have stuff producing yet?
Well, there's one tomato plant with a tomato on it. It looks like it's coming along, but we also had one with a small tomato on it that already has a hole in it. So I don't know what kind of varmint got into that or bug.
Yeah, it's probably a bug. You need to spray with some 7.
7?
Yep, which is a garden-based insecticide. So you can put it on your garden plants and veggies and stuff.
All right.
And it'll keep the creepy crawlies away. You know, you look at those tomatoes and you just can't wait for them to get ripe.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, something comes along and eats it before you get to. You don't want that.
You don't, and really it's a long season yet before we see a lot of ripe tomatoes, so it's kind of early to have those bugs.
It is, and we've got the product to make them go away.
Does that stick to the plants pretty well?
It does. We've got the dust, so we've got 7 dust, which you just sprinkle, powder basically, or we've got the concentrate, which you can mix in a bigger pump sprayer. Or we've got just the ready to spray, like the little Windex type bottle.
Wow. There's an opportunity. There's a band named 7 Dust.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's a great opportunity for them to get a sponsorship from 7 Dust.
Absolutely.
Wow.
They probably have to pay royalties.
I better hit them up. Let them know they're missing an opportunity. I don't think they've realized it yet.
Yep.
Wow.
The things that bug Jeremy.
Yep. That's what every rock band in the world wants to hear, though, that they should be endorsed by an anti-bug vegetable treatment product.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just don't spray it if you're next to a Volkswagen.
No,
you don't want those
disintegrate
bugs.
that little bug. How long do you need to? Well, I guess you just wash off the fruit if you.
There's
do
actually
that anyway.
If you read and follow the label directions, it actually tells you the pre-harvest interval.
Mm-hmm.
So if you spray it for certain vegetables and whatnot, it tells you don't eat it within 7 days after application, or eat it with a side of 7 to spray on it right before you eat it. It'll tell you what's good and what's not.
Read the instructions.
Read the instructions.
Okay.
If you're feeling a little bit buggy, you might look and see how much you need to take, but it's probably none.
Probably none.
I'm gonna guess so.
I would think so. Yeah. Logan, run a little bit behind. Can you hang with us a little bit? I wanted to ask you about tempo.
Yeah, I probably can.
Tempo come in handy the other day at the house too. There's these little bugs coming out of the cement, little beetle-type bugs.
Yeah.
You heard about those?
I have.
Okay. Can we talk about that after the news real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We'll catch up on some news and catch up with those beetle bugs right after this report.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Russian President Vladimir Putin addressing military forces at the Kremlin after dropping a criminal investigation into Yevgeny Prigozhin and his military troops after an attempted mutiny. CBS's Ian Lee.
Today we're learning a plane linked to Wagner boss Yevgeny Prigozhin has landed in the Belarus capital of Minsk. No word yet if he was on board.
Legal analysts, including our Ricky Kleeman, are weighing in after CBS News obtained audio of former President Trump discussing classified material at his golf club.
He's going to say that he never had a document in his hand up in Bedminster, New Jersey, and that he was just waving around some papers willy-nilly.
A scorching heat wave is spreading. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
As we get later in the week, we start bringing in Oklahoma, and we start bringing in Arkansas and Missouri and Mississippi and Louisiana into the record-breaking heat.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, the remains of Army PFC Dale D. Thompson, a soldier killed during the Korean War, will be interred June 30th at the Mount Hope Cemetery at Valentine, Nebraska. A native of Norden, Nebraska, Thompson was a member of Heavy Mortar Company, 32nd Infantry Regiment, 7th Infantry Division. He was reported missing in action December 2nd, 1950, at the age of 18 during battle with enemy forces near the Chosin Reservoir, North Korea. He was lost when his unit began retreating southward and was met with heavy resistance by enemy forces. Following the battle, his remains could not be recovered. There is no historical evidence that he was a prisoner of war. Almost 70 years later, Thompson's remains were turned over July 27, 2018 by North Korea. He was accounted for November 28, 2022 by the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency. His name is recorded on the American Battle Monuments Commission's Court of the Missing at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, also known as the Punch Bowl in Hawaii. Along with others still missing from the Korean War, a rosette will be placed next to his name to indicate he has been accounted for. More than 7,500 Americans remain unaccounted for from the Korean War. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
At the College World Series, LSU had no trouble beating Florida 18-4 the final. This was a Tiger team that lost by 20 runs the night before. In Game 2, they bounced back and roll in the deciding Game 3 to capture the 7th national title in baseball in their baseball's history. That's second all-time in college baseball history to USC, which has won 12 national titles. In baseball, just 6 games on the schedule. Battle of division leaders, the Braves beat the Twins 4-1. Spencer Strider, his 9th win for Atlanta, 7 innings, 1 earned with 10 strikeouts. Orioles over the Reds 10-3, while the Brewers edged the Mets 2-1 on a Joey Wiemer 2-run homer. Milwaukee takes over first place in the NL Central, now a half game up on Cincinnati. The Rangers on top in the AL West lose to the Tigers 7-2. It was the Angels walking off with a 2-1 win over the White Sox. They win it on a wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth that scored Mike Trout. Mariners winners over the Nationals 8-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a chance for some showers and storms early on. Otherwise, look for partly sunny skies with high temperatures working up to 84. We'll have our winds becoming gusty out of the southeast, increasing to 15 to 25. Then for tonight, chance for showers and storms dropping back to a low of 60. We're back to the sunshine then for your Wednesday, warming up to a high of 88 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the after Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
He might not have a badge, but we have faith in his killer instinct. Celebrate the 10th anniversary of famed detective priest, Father Brown. Stream the new season now, only on BritBox.
That sounds like a marvelous plan.
Plus, watch even more unofficial detectives in much-loved series, including Agatha Christie's Marple, Murder in Provence, and more. Expect intriguing mystery. Expect the Undetectives. Start streaming today at BritBox.com.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
8:05, 65 degrees outside, partly sunny now. Winds picking up a bit out of the southeast, 10 to 15. Barometric pressure now falling at 29.98. Humidity at 77%. High yesterday was 80 with an overnight low of 60. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:07. 3 inches and 49 hundredths precipitation measured so far as we wind down this month of June. Logan Girardin is in. He was running a little late this morning. The train track arms were a little bit erratic this morning.
They were.
So you got delayed.
Yes.
Well, we understand that.
But I'm here now.
Safe?
Safe and sound.
Safe and sound. That's
Yes.
good. All right. So, tempo. We had some little beetles. They look like kind of small box elder bug type, that kind of bug.
Yeah.
They started coming out of the crack in the cement on the porch, and they just turned into a glob of bugs. And I told my wife, I've got the solution. And I came out to the station and got the Tempo, which we use at our FM shack, mixed up. Joan mixed up a little light mixture of it, just a milliliter.
It doesn't take much of that stuff.
They're gone, man.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
That's effective, isn't it?
It is. So I sprayed Tempo around the house. It was a little bit late this year, and it was after the inundation of moths and millers.
Mm-hmm.
And, my wife was gently reminding me every couple weeks that I needed to spray.
Yes.
And I did, and it actually did knock back the moths a little bit, but it also worked really good. There's virtually no bugs, no creepy crawlies around our house anymore.
Yeah, and the nice thing about Tempo is after it dries, it's completely safe, right?
Yeah, just like anything else, don't take a spoonful of it and gulp it down, but
yeah,
once it's dry, it's super safe for pets, for human contact, all that stuff.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long for it to dry because it's mostly water.
Exactly. Yeah, and the residual effect is really good too.
Yeah. All right, so you have some of that on hand.
We do, and it's just this summer, I feel like with the moisture that we're actually, kind of the weather pattern we're actually in right now, the skeeters are probably going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
And the flies, I'm guessing, will be equally as bad. So Tempo, you can spray Tempo on a yard just fine to, control some of those types of pests.
You can get one of those deals where you mix it in and you spray it, or you just spray it off the bottle, or?
Well, just like a pump sprayer.
Okay, all right.
Yep, and mist it, or you can put it through like a four-wheeler sprayer or a UTV, a boom sprayer.
Okay, especially if you're having an event or something, some people coming over.
Yeah, that's just it. The worst thing is when you're standing there and you have one of the little no-see-em, I call them a no-see-em, but the little bzz, bzz, that you can't see.
Yes.
And then
driving you crazy.
It's just driving you absolutely insane. So if you can spray and get those under control, it'll be a lot better of a summer for you if you're outdoors a lot.
Okay. I know that it's summertime, but it just seems like this year the mice have been very, very aggressive and populated this year. I think you can help with that too.
Yeah, I'm guessing, the whole mouse situation, they were all cooped up in the 14 feet of snow all winter long, so they probably did some other things to
they were bored
to advance their population a little bit. We've got plenty of mouse bait, and it's the kind that just turns them into a mouse chip. They basically dissolve from the inside out. So then you're just left with a little leathery reminder that you had mice, but you don't anymore, and they don't smell when they die.
Yeah, that really is great, because there are a lot of them around right now. I don't know why, but as you say, it was a long winter.
It was a very long winter.
All right, anything that you had on your mind that you wanted to highlight this morning?
So one thing I do want to mention is our 5-step program. We just sent out cards for the 3rd application, which is grub control and iron. So Jeremy's over here frothing at the mouth.
I forgot I got that card.
I've
only got till the 10th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it goes till July 10th.
Okay.
Much after that, you lose the effectiveness of the grub control. So it's a pretty, fairly short window to have the best results.
Okay. And you're starting to see it. I've noticed it in a few spots in our lawn, and we've had plenty of rain. water. But there is some brown, yellow coming on. Is that the iron situation?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So that's iron. What do they call it? Iron chlorosis, I think. It's when the soil warms up so rapidly that the plants can't get the iron out of the soil.
Oh, I see.
Or it's not readily available, or I forget the mumbo jumbo of it.
Scientific side
of it, but the plants turn that pale yellow because they can't get enough iron from the soil, so then you need to put supplemental iron on it, and that greens it back up.
And you're ready for that step and the steps beyond, and you can get in any time. If you haven't done the other ones, you can start now. Right?
Yeah, you can start whenever. Maybe you need the grub control, but you go, I should probably think about some broadleaf weed control and winterizer, and that's the next part of the 5-step program.
All right.
So,
Logan, thanks a lot. I'm glad you're here safely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the great joke to start the segment. Appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime. Any Tuesday morning.
Looking forward to the next one.
Well, good. I'll make it even worse.
Logan Gerard, Arrow Seed. We have folks out in the lobby to come in and see us from Team Physical Therapy. Stay tuned.
Is it time for your whole family to update their sandals or flip-flops? Look no further than Bow Bootery in Broken Bow. Right now, enjoy 20% off all sandals and flip-flops. Summer is officially here this week, so there's no better time than now to find fun, comfortable, and stylish shoes that range from casual to dressy. 20% off sandals and flip-flops this week at your home-owned shoe store, Bow Bootery on the Square.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow has a great selection of fun outdoor toys and projects to keep the kids busy this summer. Check out a cool floating light-up octopus, perfect for the pool or bath. The Zip Ball is a zip-line football for a new backyard game. Or look at the flashing skip ball attached to one foot, skip over the other. For outdoor exploration, critter cases and magnifying bug viewers are in stock. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow, closed July 4th. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
8:13, as we roll along through this terrific Tuesday, we have terrific guest in. We have Mr. Jeff Denson from Team Physical Therapy. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I catch you having a sip.
Yeah, no, I was not ready. Now I'm ready.
Sorry about that. You brought a guest with you.
Yes. This is Alyssa Stout.
Alyssa?
She's our athletic trainer and has worked with us for near 6 years now.
6 years, actually. Over 6 years.
Over 6 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
There,
okay.
There we
Perfect.
go. There, right,
yes.
right in your face.
Right in my face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I guess time flies by when you're having fun then, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
What in your position is, what umbrella, what do you do?
So as an athletic trainer, I work in the clinic with Jeff and the other therapists, and then I actually I cover all of Ansley Litchfield's games, home, pretty much everything home, and then I do try to go to some away stuff, and then provide coverage on the sideline, so anybody gets hurt, I'm there. And then I do all of our concussions in the clinic for all of our area schools, so I think we have 5 right now that I'm doing concussion screenings for, and rehabs and all that stuff right now. So concussions is a huge area.
It is, and it's something that older folks out there go, we didn't know about this when we were playing sports. I wonder how much damage was done when we were playing sports. And it used to be in football when they would come out and they say, you got your bell rung, we'll get you back in there in just a little bit, and you might have went out and finished the game.
Yep.
And that wasn't anybody's fault. We just didn't know any better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy how much has changed. Even in the 6 years that I've been an athletic trainer, it's something that changes every year, which is good. Why they make us do continuing education every year. So it's good for us to keep up to date, because it is something that's pretty serious, to make sure that you have all that information and all the updated information on how to manage those. So
yeah. And you said you're working with 5 different individuals right now.
Schools together. Yep.
Okay.
So
schools.
Yeah. So I provide. So we actually just started last year. Yeah. We started a new concussion testing system. It's a Sway Medical app, and it's on their phones, so it's super easy to use to test them at the school, to do their baselines and that kind of stuff. So we started doing that last year. So I had to test everybody because it was a new system. So we did Sergeant Taylor, so Twin Loop, and then Ansley Litchfield, Broken Bows, and then Arcadia's as well. So a big area, but it's definitely needed because a lot of schools just didn't have the means to have that testing. So
yeah, wouldn't have the well, it's kind of complicated, I think. I mean,
So we used to use Impact, which was a testing system that all schools were using, and just the follow-up with that just wasn't very good, and it was becoming cost prohibitive for schools to even do it. So Sway Medical is a way better system and more thorough evaluation, and I think does a better job of telling you when the kids are ready to return back to full play.
Well, it's nice to have a method, a baseline to make that determination, because we all know almost every athlete out there wants to get back in sooner than later. And fans and coaches and everybody wants to get that player back in when they can, but now you have a way to get them back in safely.
It's also nice too because I've actually shown some parents that are a little more eager to have them back and wondering why it's not an injury that you can visibly see. So, well, why can't my kid go back sooner? But it is kind of nice because it does give you numbers to show them how far they are off of like their baseline test after they've had a concussion, and you have them take the test again, and it shows you a percentage from their baseline. So I've had some kids that were like 85% away from their baseline. So that shows you that there's still an injury there. Still takes time for that to heal, even though you can't see it. So
yeah. Wow, so glad you're able to provide that, and I'm sure the schools are too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there's been just a shift in the last year. We've been speaking with physicians, and then Alyssa attended some Con Ed stuff of we used to, in the past, basically cocoon them for concussions for the first 48 to 72 hours, really just shut down activity. And the research shows now basically that we're going to start doing more cardiovascular exercises immediately post-concussion. So we're going to make that shift this year in our protocol for the school systems, and Alyssa has written up the protocol that we're going to start doing. Basically, we're going to encourage activity the next day, obviously not sport activity, but just cardiovascular, taking a bike ride or jumping on a treadmill or something of that nature, and they find that you recover faster from the concussion doing cardiovascular exercise. And introducing that way earlier.
That's a real turnaround, isn't
really
it?
turnaround. Yeah. And the other portion of things, so we're going to do that. Alyssa is going to monitor concussions, usually like if it happens on a football game. She'll be in contact with the person who had a concussion and basically set up when we're going to try to retest them to return back to sports and show them what they need to do. The other thing that we are introducing is VOR, the
VOMS testing.
The VOMS testing. Sorry, she knows more about it than I do. VOMS testing, and basically, if they're going to return within a week, and we should be able to determine that through VOMS testing, they could play by the next Friday, basically. Then we're going to show them some vision exercises and things that they can start to do to try to get their eyes back coordinated with their body again. And it's amazing that just doesn't happen. And then if they have a larger concussion, basically she's going to start doing concussion rehab and taking them through exercises post-injury to return them back to full function.
Alyssa, this is really interesting to start with. I think we're definitely making progress here. We often think about football being the concussion sport, and you have the helmets and so forth, but it just seems like that's a major concern these days. But there can be concussions in volleyball.
Absolutely.
There can be in basketball.
We just had one kid take two from a cook, take two balls to the head off of the bat. He was a catcher, and he had a concussion, and pulled him from the game because he had visual neural symptoms after two shots to the head. So,
and was that To the mask?
To the mask.
So that impact could go right through the mask.
Yep. Yep. Wow. And it just concussed him. But they were hot shots bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but he was done for the day.
Oh, yeah. You can run into each other in any sport.
I mean, it doesn't just have to be. The thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is it doesn't have to just be a contact thing either. You know, somebody can even have it from a fall and like a jarring thing too if they have whiplash or car accidents or that kind of stuff too. I mean, you can have it from just a fast motion of like a whiplash thing or somebody falling and hitting their head or just different things like that. Like I had some kid, very strange, he was doing weights and passed out and hit his head on the floor in the weight room and had a concussion. So it's crazy how different. I mean, it doesn't have to just be, like I said, in sport and that kind of stuff, but definitely it doesn't always just happen in football like we think of. I've had kids in volleyball, basketball, that kind of stuff, track. If you fall something a certain way or hit something in the pole vault pit or something, it just.
So adults who are no longer athletes, typically, well, we think about ice, where you go back and you hit the back of your head. Yeah. And that whiplash effect.
Yeah, it can be.
But could be somebody falling off a tractor or
absolutely,
could be any. Yeah. And so those protocols, the method you use for the guy that fell off the tractor, just as you would for
we absolutely can. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have you wouldn't have a baseline test, but through her VOMS testing, she can detect almost anything that would
they're at
indicate
Man,
areas that you need to treat. And that's the class that she took. The trainer basically trained Patrick Mahomes so basically trying to speed his eyes up for seeing the field.
Really?
And so that's the portion of things that we're going to start introducing. Some of the stuff that she brought, we even started with the baseball team this year. Just kind of coordinating eyes and convergence, and it's pretty neat stuff.
That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I think a lot of things.
We're going to get some more training and both try to be doing that.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of things that people don't understand with concussions as well is it's not just a head injury. It does affect the whole body. So it does affect every system because your brain controls every system in your body. So it does affect. So it is good to make sure that we are looking at all the stuff with the vision and all that stuff as well. So it's not making sure they're back, not just head injury wise, but other parts of the body as well.
Yeah. And like you say, we kind of, to put it to an extreme, we know what a stroke can do, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of that same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, wow. Man, Jeff, that's cool. And
it's really neat.
Alyssa sounds like she's just gobbling it up.
Yeah, and I'm excited to do some more training myself, and we're going to kind of delve into that concussion rehab, truly get people back to where they should be.
All right. So you've been fortunate, Jeff. You have Alyssa here, and you have new people coming in, veterans staying with you, strong staff that you have.
Yeah, we're excited. It's been really strong staff. So and with us for a long time and doing some exciting work. So one quick thing, we want to congratulate Johnny and Cole Seeley. They had a twin boy and girl, Isaac Levi and Malia Blair, last week. So excited to Johnny's probably going to stop working with us for a little while, but come back in the future.
Good.
But everybody that has seen how many pregnancies we had in the last little while, Alyssa included.
Yes.
We've had a baby boom at Team Physical Therapy, seems like.
Yeah. That makes it fun, right?
And Ashley Kalick will be back off her maternity leave soon. So.
Okay. All
4
right.
of them in the last 6 months, so it's exciting.
Congrats, everybody.
Yes.
Before we let you go, Jeff, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't ask you a little bit about baseball. Watched
Absolutely.
a good doubleheader on Sunday. Beautiful day for that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And now you're set up for games tonight, right?
Yes. So we have Gothenburg coming to town tonight. We start 5:30 for juniors, and then 8 o'clock for seniors. We'll be recognizing the girls' state championship golf team tonight in between games, so come out and see that. Thursday we have a junior-senior doubleheader starting at 5:30 against Ogallala. In between games, we're going to be recognizing the state wrestling teams, dual and state tournament team. Monday we play Ord in town, so the July 3rd at 5:30 again. And then we'll run to McCook on Wednesday for a seniors doubleheader. And then we start the area tournament July 7th, Friday, July 7th. So
right here at Paul Brown Field.
Yeah, Paul Brown Field. So we'll be, it's a 6-team area. They've added Ogallala to our area for both juniors and seniors. So it's going to make, for sure, the seniors a lot more competitive area tournament. And we'll play that one in McCook in 2 weeks after. But so come out July 7th through the 11th. Rain Day will be the 12th. There'll be 3 games a day for the first 2 days, and then drop to 2 games a day. Going to be some really good baseball, we hope, and we hope to be obviously in the mix to get to Alliance.
Sure.
So,
and if you haven't been to Paul Brown Field yet this year, do so, because the field looks great.
Yes.
And everything looks so nice, and concession stand is tasty. It's just a good way to spend a few hours and kind of relax and watch some baseball.
Yep, the field is playing just amazing.
Yeah, it looks
We thank
great.
the city and just more additions this year of stuff they've added, some concrete, and obviously our concession stand has been phenomenal. So come out and support them.
I think probably the most appreciated out of all of that for some people is just the idea that they don't have to walk clear to left field to go to the bathroom.
Yes, yeah, the addition of those restrooms and not having to use outhouses and porta potties is way better.
Yeah.
So, we're excited about that. And they ran off a really successful softball tournament on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a good place to donate money this year, look at Custer County Foundation, Give for Custer County. That's finishing up this week. There's 30 nonprofit organizations to donate to. DYO, Legion, and Spirit are all combined in, and we're accepting donations on that. And it's with the $50,000 match, it's pretty amazing. So your money could go really far donating to some nonprofits. So please look into that. If you're looking to make donations this year, this will be the week to do it.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. Alyssa, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you're doing what you're doing. It's so important. And I know you do more than just the concussion part of it. So you keep pretty busy.
Yeah.
And all the time you spend on the sidelines, we appreciate. I know Jeff does too.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, of course.
All right. We'll take a time out. When we come back, we'll have Mark Stock on the air. Stay tuned.
Need gear for the softball and baseball diamond? Geared for Sports and Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
Summer is finally here. Burning Bank can help with your summer travel and fun with our new My Card feature on our Burning Bank app. Are you budgeting for your summer activities? Easily track your recent debit card transactions. Are you traveling for vacation? Simply plug in your destinations to make spending money wherever you are easy and convenient. Misplaced your debit card? Shut your card off with the flip of a switch. No matter where the summer takes you, Burning Bank is always here. Download our Burning Bank app today and check out the My Card feature. Burning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Broken Bow, Custer County, and Central Nebraska. Hot Rockets Fireworks once again has its shelves stocked and ready with the hottest brand of fireworks available, Raccoon brand fireworks. If you haven't tried this brand, make sure this is the year you do it. You will not be disappointed. If you want to save money on all your fireworks purchases, look for the Hot Rocket Fireworks 15% off coupon coming in the mail. If you don't want to wait, no problem. Go to their website and download your own, hotrocketfireworks.com. Hot Rocket Fireworks, saving you money on all your fireworks purchases in 2023 like never before.
Well, hello, everybody. We've got an outstanding lineup of auctions, and today, Johnson Tractor and Implement Dealership, with many locations across northern Illinois and into Wisconsin, will be selling 183 high-quality, late-model items from John Deere tractors, Case IH tractors, Kubota lawn mowers and tractors, There's a Case IH 350 quad track tractor, a John Deere 7290R mechanical front tractor, Kinsey planters, Landau tillage tools. They've got 11 different combines, 19 different headers, 12 different planters. They've got a Case IH 8240 combine that's on tracks, folks. 2017 year model. They got a 2019 John Deere S790 combine. This is a four-wheel drive with on tracks as well. All these items start to close out at 10 o'clock this morning for Johnson Tractor. At 12 o'clock noon today, Steve Loggle is retiring, and their equipment located in Illinois, folks. But take a look at this. A 2004 Case IH 2366 combine with only 2,253 separator hours. A 1997 Case IH 8920 mechanical front tractor with only 2,800 actual hours. A one-owner Case IH 7250 mechanical front tractor with 3,653 hours. A one-owner 1994 Chevy Kodiak C70 grain truck. This is a single axle. It's only got 22,878 miles. This machinery has never been outside when not in use, and you're not going to find it nicer anywhere in America selling in this condition. Steve Loggle's retirement sale is today on BigIron.com. This afternoon, folks, at 1 o'clock, we've got some livestock selling. There's 52 head of red Angus fall-bred cows selling for Cross Diamond Ranch out of Bertrand, Nebraska. Rural quality animals, folks. There's also 33 head of black Angus fall cows selling for Monty Rainforth out of O'Neill, Nebraska this afternoon. So please dial up the Big Iron Livestock Sale as these packages of livestock start to sell at 1 o'clock. And then we're ready for tomorrow, the big day one of a two-day auction, just under 3,000 items of late model quality equipment. June the 28th, folks, 1,500 items will be selling. C&B Operations, John Deere dealer located in Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota, Montana, folks, 30 items, including planters, field cultivators. They've got some Econo Tiger 5-shank ripper selling, grain carts. They've also got some vehicles, a 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 crew cab pickup. They've got a 1995 Kenworth W900 tri-axle semi-truck tractor that's selling. Please support the folks at C&B as they sell some of their quality equipment to the highest bidder. Jeff Wallen from Imperial, Nebraska will be selling a 2019 John Deere S780 four-wheel drive combine on the sale tomorrow. Sun State Equipment Company, their Nashville, Tennessee location has chosen Big Iron to sell their boom lifts, their telehandlers, their forklifts, their air compressors, their generator, their vertical mass lifts. Folks, check out that equipment that is selling to the highest bidder and maybe make a trip to Tennessee and Nashville when you come pick it up. Cougar Run Inc., they're from Moffat, Colorado. They've got a Caterpillar 430F IT 4x4 loader backhoe with an extender hoe. They've got a 2021 Ram 3500 4x4 crew cab dually pickup that will be sold. They've got a JLG man lift that's selling, a 2022 John Deere Military Gator. It's a UTV, folks. There's a 1989 Cat D8N dozer that's selling for those folks. Also, a 2005 Cat 950G wheel loader. They've got just outstanding construction equipment. A John Deere 544 e-wheel loader also being sold. Dial up BigIron.com as those items sell tomorrow as well. Matt Schlender is retiring. They're from Jefferson, Wisconsin, folks, but I'm telling you, the equipment needs and deserves your attention. A Case IH Steiger STX 375 quad track tractors on that particular sale. They've got light towers, a lot of shop tools. Ford F-250 Super Duty pickup is being sold. If you are in the market for interesting and quality manure spreader items, tanker trailers, that's what's selling on their particular sale. Hay Wolves is dispersing their hay equipment operation from Dell Rapids, South Dakota. They've got John Deere 333G compact track loaders, New Holland SP240 self-propelled windrowers. They've got one of these fancy Anderson Hybrid X bale wrappers that is selling. A John Deere 7260R mechanical front tractor. They got John Deere 569 mega wide round balers that are selling. They got the trailers to haul the hay. Check it all out. That will sell tomorrow. Prairie Land Partners, John Deere dealers throughout Emporia, Kansas, Concordia, Kansas. They're selling some John Deere S780 combines, 2018 and 2019 year model machines. They've got a 2016 Cub Cadet Challenger 500 UTV, a Massey Ferguson 9540 four-wheel drive combine selling. Please support those folks as they sell some of their quality excess equipment. And there's a lot more folks selling on Wednesday, and then more equipment from 160 different sellers selling a lot of items here on Thursday, June the 29th. Mahindra USA from Houston, Texas, a big seller. Walker Brothers Enterprises, LLC, out of Gainesville, Missouri, will be selling some equipment. More equipment from Sun State Equipment Rental out of Oklahoma City, also being sold. If you need excavators, light towers, if you need big old pull-type dirt scrapers, if you need hay equipment, McCormick tractors, folks, a 2019 X6.55 mechanical for tractor with a loader will be selling out of Leeton, Missouri. We've got bulldozers and chemical application equipment, forage harvesters, wheel loaders, semi-truck tractors, day cabs. There's dump trucks selling on the sale as well. All of this equipment, as always, represented by the owners. It's a big sale on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Dial it all up. Go to bigiron.com. And, folks, if you've got equipment you would like to sell, call us 1-800.
Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
Summer is in full swing, and your friends at Gary's Superfoods are excited to pass savings along to you. Right now, 85% lean ground beef is $3.99 a pound in a family pack. And USDA choice chuck steaks are $4.99 a pound. Delicious fresh pints of blueberries or strawberries are 2 for $5. Start your mornings with General Mills cereals at 2 for $8. And don't forget our family orange juices, just $2.99. Gary's Superfoods open 7 days a week on South B Street in Broken Bow.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
Give for Custer County is a fundraising campaign to support the work of Custer County nonprofits that have registered to participate. Donations can be made June 15th through June 30th to be counted towards Give for Custer County. This is important because there's a $50,000 matching pool and incentive prizes for the 29 participating nonprofits. Can't donate in person? Online donations will be accepted through June 30th. To learn more, go to custercountyfoundation.org/give for Custer County. That's custercountyfoundation.org/give 4 County. Going on through June 30th. Give for Custer County.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
8:41, Jeremy and Dave with you here this morning on The Breakfast Show, and we have a lot of things we want to tell you about. Right now we want to talk about Ansley Lumber. As you are working on your warm weather projects now, think of Ansley Lumber as your source for finish and diamond coat siding. If you're doing some siding this summer, their TimberTech Armadillo decking, which is fabulous. Pella and Marvin windows if you're going to replace some windows. And I was talking with guys last Friday about what's going on, and they said we have a load of posts coming in. They're selling lots of creosote and copper QNAP and hedge posts. You might want to talk to them about that because they are in high demand. They provide ag supplies, metal to put on different projects, post frame buildings with visualizer and pricing there. Benjamin Moore paint. They have shingles of different types, and they also carry quartz and granite countertops and cabinetry. And if you get a chance, stop by and check out their showroom, which is directly across from the lumber yard on Main Street. It is wonderful, and you can see a lot of what we just talked about in the cabinetries and so forth. They have software there where they can sit down and prepare a plan for you on your projects. Give them a call at 935-1815 or stop by Ansley Lumber and Supply, located, owned, and operated in downtown Ansley. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon. And don't forget, they deliver. So if you're thinking, well, they're in Ansley, that doesn't really matter at all. They'll deliver all over the area with their trucks. So give Brian and Heidi a call, and Tim, they'll take care of you at Ansley Lumber.
If you've got a sharp new suit or something else that you need dry cleaned, don't forget dry cleaning is available right in Broken Bow, and the Quilting Shack and Cleaning Shack are ready to help you. Drop-off deadline is by Wednesday at 11:30 so that you can have your items back the following Wednesday by 4. So you can get your items dry cleaned for that event that you need to attend. You just got to think ahead a little bit. And I've got a new suit in my closet that I've been meaning to get that direction. I'm going to run out of time before the event that I need it for if I don't. But Wednesday to Wednesday is basically what you need to remember. So drop that off by Wednesday at 11:30. You'll have it back the following Wednesday by 4 o'clock. And don't forget, when you're working on those summer 4-H projects, they offer a 20% discount on your purchase if it's for 4-H. You can also find the Word of the Week on their Facebook page each week, giving you a discount on your purchase. The Quilting Shack, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, they are at their regular hours, closed on Mondays, Tuesday to Friday, 11 to 5:30, and Saturday, 11 to 4.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Brad White Equipment, and I'm not sure how long Brad has been leasing equipment and taking care of farmers and ranchers out there, but it's been a while, and even goes back further than that because Brad's dad was in the same field for many, many years. So Brad's background is perfect, and he'll take good care of you. See Brad White Equipment for hay hauling needs. They have the Kramer 8 and 14 bale retrievers that are on the lot and more on the way. Other options include easy haul self-unloading hay trailers and Bosch single and double bale forks. For grass cleanup, Brad has on hand the new Ironcraft 15-foot flex wing rotary mowers, and a wide variety of skid steer attachments are also available. See the lots on the east or west Broken Bow on Highway 2, and visit bradwhiteequipment.com or call him at 870-0206, and check out Brad's Facebook page as well, as he has all sorts of equipment available for you through Brad White Equipment, and you can talk to him about how it all works out to get those equipment pieces on your farm and ranch to help you this summer and fall.
Your side business, Dave's knife sharpening and lawn mowing,
yes,
should consider one of those large, towable mowing decks.
Well, I'm sure Brad would
just
sell me one.
One pole across most yards in Custer County, most residential yards, and you're done.
Yeah, and I'm getting the idea that I would need a heavier piece of equipment. Some of the folks I've talked to that have registered happen to run into some of those folks and said, you don't have to mow the front yard. We'll take care of that. It's the backyard, this big backyard with the chicken shed and
15
weeds,
trees,
that sort of thing back there. Yeah, you can take care of that.
I think it's sounding more and more like we better make room on your trailer for my mower as well. We'll go tackle it together. Because I'm going to be along on this trip, as a way, to kind of do some filming and some of the, post-promotion and stuff. I am already anticipating that I'm going to feel extremely awkward just leaning up against the trailer watching you mow a lawn with nothing to do.
Well, it depends on who wins, of course, and the size of the lawn. But this particular party was like, we'll take care of the front yard. We've got it all fixed up nice. We'll just mow our front yard. But the one out back...
Or they just don't want you to wreck their front yard. Stay away from that part. That's the part that people see. You can take care of the backyard.
Well, here's the good news with that one. If that one is the winner, there's a buffet afterwards.
Oh, nice.
So I guess it might be worth cutting down some weeds. I don't know. We'll see. But you have the rest of this week to register. And speaking of that, we need to get to some registrations here pretty soon and give you folks a chance to call in. And we'll do that here in just a moment or two, so stay tuned. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, as I mentioned. Stop in and shop. They have all sorts of good things there, and pick up a cup of coffee. And I'm not sure, again, how long Brad Atkins is buying your coffee, so when you stop into Brubaker's, again, tell them you heard it on the breakfast show, that Brad Atkins is going to pay for your coffee, and you'll get yourself a cup of coffee on Brad. But always go in anyway and get your favorite drink and do some shopping. They have gift items for all ages. Something new they carry is a local author selection of books based around farms and animals and family. So they've got some local authors that are putting books in the store for sale. And they also have Corgi books. Yvette Mannon from Ocano, Corgi books by H.M. Stryker from Callaway, and another author, Vanessa Hostick, and photographer Deb Hostick have pictures and books for sale in the store. There's new purses, men's items, gifts for pets, and plush stuffed animals in the baby section. They have a baby section there. They have outdoor birdhouses with copper tin look, artificial, tall outdoor birdhouses with a copper tin look, blue, lemon, and orange trees to accent space that are artificial, as well as canvas decor that's made from reclaimed wood and from a European shelter. So they've got all sorts of things for you to shop for, plus tumblers, cup holders, all sorts of things to hydrate with this summer. It's a historic destination, barista bar and gift shop right in our back door at Brubaker's Coffee House in Arnold. You can follow them on Facebook to keep on the latest happenings of Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Coffee with a friend is always a good idea.
That it is.
All right, we'll take a time out. We'll come back right after these words.
Lashley Land Recreational Brokers is proud to offer Custer County Canyons and Wildlife, a 721-acre ranch located approximately 8 miles southeast of Arnold, Nebraska. These picturesque canyons are full of a wide variety of wildlife, to the extent this would be an outfitter's dream. The property is available as a whole or in 2 tracks. Call me, John Farley, or check it out at lashleyland.com.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monuments After Memorial Day Sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go.
Tommy James and the Shondells, I think we're alone now. Every time I see and hear Tommy James and the Shondells, I think of the book that he wrote a number of years ago now, which talked about his music career experience was a little bit tough because his record company was owned by the mob. And he didn't
he wrote about it in the book, huh?
Yeah, finally later on. And back in the 60s when he was making music, he was getting paid very little, and the mob was making all the money, and Tommy James was pumping out a lot of hits.
Yeah, and what was he going to do about it?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Certainly not stand up to the mob.
No. So
did he have all his fingers?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, he was in good standing the whole time.
I think he's still around as far as I know. Okay. You got anything over there you want to hit real quick?
Yeah, I want to talk about Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Chip and Liana want to let you know they're staffing the Broken Bow office 2 to 3 days per week and by appointment until they are able to find a team member that will be able to house themselves in that office throughout the week. Certifications are starting for the Medicare open enrollment planning, so Liana will be busy with that, as well as helping anyone turning 65 or leaving a job or current insurance. She's also working on home and auto quotes daily and would love to see what they can do for you as insurance renews and changes. The market is currently driving up premiums and or deductibles, but there are a lot of carriers to choose from, so don't let that deter you. You can still call the Broken Bow number, which is 872-6996, and if nobody is there, it does ring in Callaway if they aren't in the office. Chip is your guy when it comes to ag and commercial quotes and questions, and if you're not sure your coverage is adequate or haven't reviewed your current policy in a while, he can look it over and make some suggestions. They strive to offer personal service, appointments where and when you need them, and easy accessibility as well. So they're excited for what the future holds, and they look forward to working with you. Again, the number in Callaway is 836-2201, or you can stop in at 115 Kimball in Callaway as well for Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
The mower is fired up, and Dave is grooving along, cutting the grass. Call 30.
The camera so you
No,
can
no,
do it.
no. You just went out with a leg on one side and a leg on the other side with your hand.
With your
in
arm.
motion. With your leg and your, yeah.
Did you do it
the
quickly, like
Freddy.
one right after another, and you just went back and forth?
It was kind of slow. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a rage for just a little while. Do the Freddy. I think Freddie Schumacher should probably do the Freddy out at Sylvester's.
Yeah, you could do it this Friday night, 9 to 1. The Lawnmower Dogs are going to be there.
The Lawnmower Dogs.
Yeah, what a perfectly timed showing with our current promotion. They're a Central Nebraska band, and they're coming out of Kearney to bring you 90s music. If you like 90s covers, they are the band for you. And actually went out to Sylvester's and saw the Lawnmower Dogs the last time they were in town. They are definitely a group that is for those 90s music lovers. I thought that I loved 90s music, and I knew a lot of the songs, but they were playing those songs that you just forgot that you loved in the 90s time. And they are happy to admit that they do one thing, and they do that one thing well, and that's 90s hits.
All right.
They've been a band since 2015. They always love a good party, so go and party with them Friday night at Sylvester's, the quiet little place that rocks East Highway 2, Broken Bow, the Lawnmower Dogs.
That would be quite a night if the Lawnmower Dogs knew the song Do the Freddie. That would not be a 90s song. And everybody would do the Freddie with Freddie leading it.
There you go.
It might happen. Go out and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A new report from Senate Democrats finds the FBI and Homeland Security ignored a massive amount of intelligence before the January 6th attack, but failed to stop it. CBS's Nicole Skanga.
The chairman of the Senate Homeland Security panel called this an attack essentially planned in plain sight on social media.
Reaction to audio obtained by CBS News of former President Trump showing off what he said were classified documents 2 years ago. Legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
We talk a lot about smoking guns, and we use that phrase too much, but in this case, we are really looking at a very damning piece of evidence.
New developments in Russia after a mercenary uprising. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The Kremlin promised not to prosecute Yevgeny Prigozhin or his fighters, even though Vladimir Putin called them traitors. Prigozhin's insurrection over the weekend was the biggest challenge to Putin's rule in more than 2 decades of power.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
At the College World Series, LSU had no trouble beating Florida 18-4 the final. This was a Tiger team that lost by 20 runs the night before in Game 2. They bounced back and roll in the deciding Game 3 to capture the 7th national title in baseball in their baseball's history. That's second all-time in college baseball history to USC, which has won 12 national titles. In baseball, just 6 games on the schedule. Battle of division leaders, the Braves beat the Twins 4-1. Spencer Strider, his 9th win for Atlanta, 7 innings, 1 earned with 10 strikeouts. Orioles over the Reds 10-3, while the Brewers edged the Mets 2-1 on a Joey Wiemer 2-run homer. Milwaukee takes over first place in the NL Central, now a half game up on Cincinnati. The Rangers on top in the AL West lose to the Tigers 7-2. It was the Angels walking off with a 2-1 win over the White Sox. They win it on a wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth that scored Mike Trout. Mariners winners over the Nationals 8-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a chance for some showers and storms early on. Otherwise, look for partly sunny skies with high temperatures working up to 84. We'll have our winds becoming gusty out of the southeast, increasing to 15 to 25. Then for tonight, chance for showers and storms dropping back to a low of 60. We're back to the sunshine then for your Wednesday, warming up to a high of 88 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
He might not have a badge, but we have faith in his killer instinct. Celebrate the 10th anniversary of famed detective priest, Father Brown. Stream the new season now, only on BritBox.
That sounds like a marvelous plan.
Plus, watch even more unofficial detectives in much-loved series, including Agatha Christie's Marple, Murder in Provence, and more. Expect intriguing mystery. Expect the Undetectives. Start streaming today at BritBox.com.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
904, 68 degrees now, pretty much all cloudy, kind of dark out there right now. Winds are out of the southeast, 8 to 10 miles per hour. Good to have you along. Our next guests are in. Jody is here from Off-Broadway Assisted Living, and good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I've made a self-disciplined commitment.
Okay.
I'm not going to bring up the HT today.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm just just running out of gas on that one, and you've been so patient that I thought it'd be nice if I didn't bring up the HT.
Oh, it's all in fun, Dave.
What about the IC?
IC. What would that be?
Ice cream.
You don't know, yeah.
Oh, ice cream.
Yeah, those are the two ones that you and Brent are always so hung up on.
Well, I was thinking there was some kind of a bath or something. I see. What would you get into? And now Jody, what's been happening at the Off-Broadway Assisted Living?
Oh, we've been keeping busy, keeping the residents busy. We got a lot of things coming up. We're going to have a big 4th of July celebration for our residents.
Nice.
We'll start off with fireworks on the evening of July 3rd, and then the big celebration on July 4th.
Great. Sounds fun. And family and friends can come in?
If they would let me know ahead of time, that would be great.
All right. You kind of need advance notice on that. Otherwise, you're just going to have a big house party.
Yes. Everybody's going to have fun. Enjoy the day.
Very good, very good. Now, you brought a special guest here this morning. Would you want to introduce our special guest?
Sure. So I brought Renee Davis with me. She is our new dietary / housekeeper supervisor. We're excited to have her join us.
Evidently a good multitasker.
Oh, yes.
Renee, I want to make a comment on your attire, if I could.
Sure.
I love the purple, how it matches your earrings. Your earrings have purple on them, too.
Yeah, I'm a huge LSU fan.
Oh.
Okay. And, they just won last night.
They did?
So, I have to support them.
What's the connection with LSU?
My ex-boyfriend's from Louisiana.
I see.
Got me into it, so.
Started following the team?
Yeah, and I really like it, so.
Okay, all right. Well, it looks good on you today.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, a celebration. Can you believe that? They get pounded the night before and then come back and just like they didn't even...
I actually did not listen to the beginning of the game because I was really nervous. And by the time I got into it, they had a pretty good lead going, so...
Yeah.
I bet it was a party in Omaha last night.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I
saw a lot of snaps from around there, so I bet it was great.
So Jeremy mentioned off the air earlier that Omaha kind of adopted LSU as
they did.
Kind of their team they wanted to pull for.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So give me a little background. Your job description is pretty broad here, but the dietary part, I'm sure you had to do some studies for. And what was the other? You're going to take care of the dietary?
And housekeeping.
And housekeeping. All right.
Dietary, I haven't done any studies except for the fact that I have 2 kids at home that I cook for. That's my studies right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, let's start with that. Are the kids picky eaters, or do they pretty much eat anything?
They pretty much eat anything.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm lucky there.
You're lucky there, and I imagine that the family at Off-Broadway that you cook for, they're kind of old school, so I'm guessing they're pretty good about eating most anything, other than maybe they have some different things they can't eat.
Yeah, they do have some restrictions. With that, we give them substitutions. They're able to request something else. I'm learning from my other staff in there. They kind of know just right offhand, so I'm getting there slowly. But it's been fun because there's some recipes I've never made before, but I know, residents like it, so I'm learning new things.
Yeah. That's a challenging job, but I'm sure rewarding. If you make something a little different and they try it and they like it, it's great. I think as time goes along, older folks sometimes don't care so much for spicy foods. You have to be careful about that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep. I try to keep my seasonings to a limit just because I like things maybe a little bit saltier than I should. So I try to be very careful on that. And last week I made bread pudding for the first time and got a lot of comments about, brings back memories for them. So
good.
I'm sure that will be on the menu again
very soon.
Yes.
All right. Well, I know that the meal isn't important. The food itself is important, but we talk about it almost every time that Jody comes in. Sitting around the table and having that meal and having those conversations is really important, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I'm slowly getting to know each resident and, learning about their life. And I really enjoy that. And it's fun to hear them talk about where they've come from.
I bet. A lot of good stories.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's probably a little of what you get when you have folks that have been around a while is, the kids have a little bit too soft these days.
Yes.
When we walked to school, it was uphill both ways, that sort of thing. That's always kind of fun, too, right?
Yes, it is. It's fun just to hear them talk about their past.
Yeah. Well, we can learn from them, can't we?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So, well, welcome. Thanks for coming into the show. Jeremy, I haven't noticed. Renee said she might be a little nervous. I just don't feel any nerves.
No, yeah, she covers it very well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So how long have you been in the area?
I have been here a little over 2 years.
Good.
Originally from Valentine.
Okay.
I've kind of lived all over Nebraska, but Valentine's my hometown.
I like Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I do too. Yeah, yeah. A lot of good people up there, and some good recreation up there, things to do.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not a gambler, but I do love the canoeing and fishing and
the river
and I know there's hunting that goes on up there as well. And,
there's a lot.
Yeah. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're here.
Well, thank you.
Jody, do you have any other jobs that you're filling right now?
We do. We have the RN consultant, which has a $2,000 sign-on bonus. And then we are looking for med aids.
Med aids, yeah. Okay.
So,
all
yeah.
right. And apartments are you?
We have a few available, so don't forget our summer bash, July and August. If you move in, we will give you a month's free rent,
which is nice. That's a nice start.
Big savings.
Yeah.
And people should jump on that, right? Because there's a limit on,
yes,
if I remember right.
There is. It's to the first 5 people.
First 5 people.
Or 5 couples, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, it sounds like everything's running smoothly. You're going to have a party.
Yes.
Kind of recap that again. Are they going to shoot off fireworks and eat homemade ice cream? What's the plan?
So we have someone coming out, a fireman coming out, July 3rd in the evening to do the fireworks, and then July 4th, we've kind of got a lot of things lined up. We're doing a carnival for our residents in the afternoon of the 4th, and then we will do our supper for them that night too. So.
All right. Renee, I'm going to tell you a Valentine's story, and it's going to be embarrassing to me, but I've never, I don't mind making fun of myself, but I used to fish up there a lot. So I was with a couple of buddies, and we were in it was a gas station there, a pretty good sized one where they have a store inside of a quick stop sort of thing.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, right, maybe facing down Main Street, kind of right in there. And it was in the evening, and we were in there getting some things, and they had a rubber snake for sale, and it was kind of a curly rubber snake, and I thought it would be funny to put on an act that I was being attacked by this snake, and I went through this whole thing, and I was holding this snake, and it was fighting it, and I was doing all of this, and I just thought I was funny as heck, and the guys thought it was funny as heck. And then we went in the next morning to pick up some coffee, and the guy recognized me because they had a video camera running at that time. So here's a full-grown adult pretending he's being attacked by a rubber snake, and it got videoed, and so I was a little more embarrassed the next day because the guy said, "Oh, you're the guy with that's pretend." Yeah, I am.
I wonder if that video's still around. It's got to be on a shelf up there.
Maybe I need to make some calls.
Yeah, there you go. Make some calls. That would be amazing.
Don't do it, Renee. I must say though, I really went through them. I thought it looked pretty realistic.
Quite the performance, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Very strong rubber snake. It was. Yeah. So, yeah, don't make a call, Renee. That's
Oh,
okay.
come on.
Yeah, but as adults, we still have to have fun too.
We
sometimes.
do. And wouldn't it be fun to have a rubber snake in a HT?
No.
I'm telling you, there's a dusty VHS tape on a shelf in that Quick Stop that says Crazy Snake Guy.
And it would be. It's been a long time ago, so it would be VH. All right. Well, always fun to have you guys in. I know you have fun at Off-Broadway Assisted Living and wonderful meals. And I know that they're going to enjoy your cuisine,
Well,
Renee,
thank you.
very much. And your company as well. Have you got to know any of the birds yet? There's some.
I have not.
Take a little time. They're pretty friendly little things. Seems like they have a lot of babies.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're friendly to each other, too.
Yeah. They're very warm-hearted birds. All right. Anything that we didn't ask you about, Jody, that you wanted to talk about today?
Don't forget, starting July 1st is our monthly giveaways that we're going to be doing. So look for that on July 1st.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you, Renee.
Nice meeting you.
And I think that look you have going on, you might want to just, I know that they won't be playing again for a while, but you might try that again. And,
Well, thanks.
Yeah, looks good. We'll take a timeout and continue with these words.
Ready for a great harvest? Then get ready with AGI. Bins, fans, heaters, augers, field loaders, and more. Everything you need for a great harvest 2023. Visit aggrowth.com.
Farmers take great care to manage every step of the grain production process. AGI takes great care to consider every step of the grain production process as part of an integrated whole. Safety, security, ease of handling, and efficiency are the benefits derived from our big picture approach. Grain handling, grain storage, grain leadership. AGI brings it all to your farm.
Move more grain, more efficiently with next generation augers from AGI. Move your operation forward today. Visit aggrowth.com to learn more.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. 9:17 is your time. The Broken Bow Lions Club has a fireworks stand that Jeremy was at yesterday for a remote broadcast. They opened up June 25th, and they are stocked to the brim, full of your favorites, and of course some new things. Jeremy was describing it along with Don yesterday, all the standards that they have that have been with them so many years, and then some new things. And remember, the best selection is early, and 20% of the profits go to the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department to support their fireworks display. Firemen can't have their stand this year, so shop at Kaboomers in the Sylvester parking lot in Broken Bow to support the traditional show that you'll see on the 4th of July.
And I went back over there over the noon hour, actually, and got my fireworks shopping done. And there were a few people that were kind of doing the same thing, grabbing some lunch and going and doing their shopping, and still had plenty on the shelves, but definitely, you don't have to shoot off the fireworks right away,
Right.
but keep them in a cool place and save them for the 4th.
Open 10 to 10?
10 to 10 every day, except for the 4th of July. They're open until 11 that evening. So you can do some last-minute shopping, or if there's a firework you discover that you really, really like and you want to go back and get more of, that's an option too.
Okay. Well, I hope our cats survive. We have 2 cats that already are not doing too well with the fireworks. There's some big boomers up in our neighborhood. Sound like atomic bombs going off.
Are they?
Yeah.
I got some of the Excalibur artillery shells.
Uh-oh.
I'm really excited for those. The box was heavy. I don't know what's in there, but they're packing heat.
It's going to make a noise. Wow.
It said it goes 250 feet in the air, and the explosions are 200 feet big. And, quick math, that means you're only 50 feet off the ground.
Yikes.
So we'll see how that goes.
You better wear a helmet.
I know. Don said, those are pretty good. So
maybe some earplugs and a helmet.
That too. Yeah.
Well, it's coming up quick.
Yes.
And do be safe out there with the fireworks wherever you purchase those. And remember to thank your fire department by attending the display that they'll be having. And in your neck of the woods, if you're listening from another community, these fireworks displays are going to kind of happen a little differently this year because the way the 4th of July lands, and there's festivals and so forth going on. So be sure and thank the folks who put them on for you, and it does take some money to put them on, and wherever you're listening from, maybe reach in the pocket one way or another. Even if you don't buy your fireworks, you don't do it anymore, maybe you can make a donation. So
yeah, and money and coordination. I can't imagine trying to figure out how to fuse all those together. I would probably try to do it myself, and only one of them would light.
Yeah.
I'd have 75 duds and only one that worked. It's hard to get that all coordinated so it looks like a show.
Right.
But they do it well.
They do it well. All right, you're listening to The Breakfast Show. Hopefully we're doing it well for you.
You have until the end of the next song to call in and get registered for Dave's promo giveaway.
equal opportunity, veterans preference employer. Again, they are hiring a highway maintenance worker in Ansley and Broken Bow. That full job listing also on sandhillsexpress.com.
The Garden Center in Broken Bow is going strong yet 7 days a week, at least till the end of the month. So you have a chance to shop 7 days a week at the Garden Center, replenish those garden goods. Maybe you've lost some along the way, or maybe you want to add to your garden. They can still help you with that. Still plenty of time to grow things and have them mature by the end of the summer. So check out their greenhouse at the Garden Center. They also have flowers, grasses, succulents, shrubs, trees, and more. And you can see all the color with the plants they still have and flowers they still have for sale that you can still pot and plant in your flower bed or in your pots, or buy a pot while you're there. They have plenty of selection for that as well. And they have lots of fruits and herbs and vegetables of all kinds that you can still plant. Rosemary, thyme, sugar plant, chives, catnip still available. They also still have onion set, sweet corn, and jade green bean seeds. And just go out and check it out. Just go out to Highway 2, West Highway 2, and take a turn right by the dollar store there, and go 1 block to the south and take a right, and you'll drive right to it. Also, you can follow their Facebook page. They keep it very current. Take advantage of these beautiful days we've been having and do some more planning, get some gardening done, some yard work done, and they'll help you at the Garden Center in Broken Bow.
And, you know, you kind of mentioned where you can turn. You would be turning right by the area of the Tumbleweed Cafe as well. Delicious home-style food is not going anywhere, even though they've changed their hours recently. They're open 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily for dine-in, and they've added the Wake and Bake Nook each Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Delicious breakfast items are waiting for you, like burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits and gravy, and more. And then until 6 p.m., you can visit it and get one of those take-home and pop-in-the-oven meals. Make sure you follow them on Facebook for announcements on different casseroles going on each week. And every Friday, they offer foil packs to take home or to the lake and throw on the grill even. That's kind of a cool thing. Tumbleweed makes it easy for you to enjoy your family without standing in your kitchen all day. Nothing brings family together like good food, and that's what they have at the Tumbleweed Cafe. Closing each day at 4 p.m., but still giving you options to have a delicious meal in your at-home setting with those take and bake items. The Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
No grass is a match for the sharp blades of Dave's mower. Call during the next song and register for the
Nebraska Land Hearing Center is a certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience, and she's right in Broken Bow. Proud to be a part of the community. Happy to offer you lots of things that involve the word free, including hearing evaluations and office calls, extended warranties on new hearing aids, and discounts for buying local. You also receive trade-in values on your old hearing aids, and you get a $2,000 buy local discount. Roxanne does custom fittings for in-ear hearing aids that are rechargeable. That's included in her specials. And she accepts Care credit cards, which has some great benefits. Top technology in the world is right here in Broken Bow. You don't need to travel. Roxanne would love to help you connect with that state-of-the-art technology, including rechargeable hearing aids. No batteries to worry about anymore. Call 384-3852 to make an appointment. That is 384-3852 for Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
All right, we're always kind of stumped for things to do in the summer, each and every day of the summer for our kids. I mean, they can go swimming, they can play some baseball. Some days in June and July, it's a little hot, and they'd like to have activities rather than sitting and looking at a tablet or, running a joystick. Here's an idea. Summer bowling for kids K through 12th grades, available at Pleasure Lanes here in Broken Bow. And here's the deal. You get lunch and bowling for the kids, and parents are welcome to stay and watch or eat, and eat, or drop the kids off. So you can make your choice there. You can stay and watch the kids and have lunch with them, or maybe you can go run some errands while the kids are bowling. 2 games of bowling and shoes with a hot dog, chips, and a pop for $13. That's for bowling and all. Every Wednesday in June and July, 12 to 2 p.m. Call Wendy at 308-870-3499. Let me throw that number at you again, 308-870-3499 for more details at the Let's Go Bowling this summer, Pleasure Lanes, located at 723 East South E on Highway 2. And check out the bowling opportunities on their Facebook page, and maybe take a look at the Fall League and see if you're maybe thinking about maybe doing something in the fall and winter. They also use Instagram at Pleasure Lanes as well. But again, consider dropping the kids off tomorrow if it's all available to you for $13. 2 games of bowling and shoes with a hot dog, chips, and pop for $13. Drop by tomorrow and let the kids have some fun. You can stay and eat and watch, or you can go run some errands and come back and pick them up.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Smoking deal. Hard to find entertainment like that for that price these days.
$13, yeah.
Yeah. Want to remind you about the Nebraska Lottery Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch game. We still do have some of those to give away. Don't think we're going to be able to get to those today, but you can go and buy some on your own. And remember that if you don't win one of the top prizes, one of 3 $50,000 top prizes, over $950,000 in cash prizes from $10 up to $500. But if you don't win, if you buy one of these tickets, make sure you enter your non-winning ticket into the second chance promotion, because 2 winners are going to be drawn to win a once-in-a-lifetime VIP trip to see Luke Combs in concert at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. Plus, you have a chance to win $500,000. And during the trip, one Nebraska winner will be selected to win $10,000. And then both of you are entered in a drawing with all the state winners for the $500,000 grand prize. And Luke Combs himself will award the grand prize on stage at the end of the concert. Sounds really cool. So go and check it out at your local Nebraska Lottery retailer, the Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch game. And we actually had a Facebook contest that came to a culmination yesterday. We had 5 winners that were announced. So go and check out our post on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page. There's a picture put up there. If your name is listed on there, come out here to the station and pick up your prize. It kind of got more dicey towards the end with spam accounts, fake Sand Hills Express accounts being created. Basically went through all of the comments of people trying to enter our contest, and these bots told every single person they had won.
Oh, no.
And in a matter of about 5 minutes after that comment was made, I think Christy had a couple of text messages and a phone call. I think we had a phone call out here to the station, And we even had some folks swing by that were in the area to ask us if it was real and or inform us about it. And I haven't checked so far this morning, but as of last night before I went to bed, there are now 4 Sandhills Expresses on Facebook.
Oh, geez.
And only one of them's real. So be careful out there. If you want to take a moment and report the 3 that are fake, they have very few followers and don't have any content on there, but they copied our pictures and our name and everything, and trying to trick people, asking for their credit card number.
Oh,
so
man.
Be careful out there. We will not ask for your credit card number.
No, we will not. That's disappointing.
It is. Yeah, I mean, and I was sitting back at my desk trying to delete comments and ban things, and it just felt like I was fighting an uphill battle. I was like, I'm 100% going against a computer here. I'm only one man.
Oh,
and
man.
the phone's ringing. We're getting emails and calls and text messages. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. If one person, gives their credit card number out, I would just feel horrible.
Right.
And we had like 250 people enter in that Facebook giveaway. So I was nervous. So I hope everyone comes out of that okay, but I think I've kind of got that stifled.
Jeez. That's too bad. Well, we'll continue with a positive attitude, even if there are scoundrels out there.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is these days. Jeremy, thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you tomorrow at 7:30.